Namaste. So finally, Jupiter has transited in the sign of Aries. So many of you must be wondering what exactly will happen, how it will benefit you. And the answer to this question is in one line. You have to wait till November 2023. Because most of Guru's energy, that is Jupiter's energy, will be focused on managing Rahu. Because Jupiter will join Rahu in the sign of Aries. So the actual positive results of Jupiter in Aries you will get only when Rahu moves out of Aries sign, and that will happen in the mid of November. So whatever results or impacts I am going to share in this podcast for this Jupiter transit, most of you will experience only after November 2023. Basically, those who have been suffering because of Rahu in Aries, those who have been suffering because of this transit of Rahu from last 1 year, all those men and women will finally get relief because of Jupiter's entry in the sign of Aries. So Jupiter, Sri Guru, will now be in the position to provide you some good benefits by controlling the malefic effects of transiting Rahu in Aries sign. So I have shared much details about this transit in my own way, in my own style, and those who have been following me closely will definitely resonate with my observations and sharing in this podcast. So let's begin. The greatness of the master is that he drinks the poison to save his devotees. That is why the Guru is the Param Shiva. Param Shiva means the Supreme Shiva. And so when the Supreme Shiva of our galaxy, Lord Jupiter, enters the sign of Aries, he will have to face the corrupt, ambitious Rahu, and thereby suck the whole poison that Rahu has created in the past 12 months by staying in the sign of Aries. This transiting Rahu in Aries has caused much pain and miseries in the life of millions across the world. In the last 12 months, many men and women have suffered at the hands of this transiting Rahu in Aries sign. However, now the days are going to change for good. Now the Supreme Shiva, the Master Jupiter, comes, and when the Master comes, he comes with a master plan. Always remember, when the Master comes, he comes with the master plan. And the plan is very simple, because God is very simple, love is very simple, truth is very simple. Simple has it. And so the plan is simply to raise those men and women who have been suffering at the hands of Rahu. So who have been suffering at the hands of this transiting Rahu? Let us analyze the moon signs. Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus are the most affected signs because for Virgo, the transiting Rahu is in its 8th house. For Capricorn, the transiting Rahu is in its 4th house, and for Taurus, the transiting Rahu is in its 12th house. And so, first, I will discuss the results of Jupiter transit Aries for these three earthly signs: Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Virgo sign natives had to go through a lot of sufferings and sudden events and accidents and tragedies, but now all of this is going to come in control as Master Jupiter comes to uplift you and give you the much needed motivation and good vibes. So, from now till November 2023, you are covered. You don't have to worry much. You will be perfectly fine, and you will also get the necessary financial progress, as well as issues with in laws will also be resolved. Overall, days are going to get better for you, and so Virgo natives should be grateful and should continue to remain faithful, because it is only when your faith is bigger than your fears that you can succeed in achieving your goals. Capricorn moon sign natives had to go through many domestic issues, property matters, home related problems, issues with mother from last 12 months. However, now with the arrival of Sri Guru in your 4th house, things are going to get better. Issues regarding property, mother, vehicle will be resolved. You will also find much peace in your home environment. In case if there was any Vastu dosh, then you will find the right remedies, or you will change your residence for good. And when Jupiter is transiting your 4th house, you are bound to get possession of new apartment in the time that you expect. 4th house is the very center of happiness, and with Jupiter's arrival, the negative results of Rahu in 4th house will be nullified. And so, starting from now till November 2023, this Jupiter transit will eradicate the negativity of Rahu, and you will find more happiness in your life. Taurus moon sign natives had to go through a lot of pain and suffering in the last 12 months. Rahu in the 12th house caused much agonies and miseries in your life. You also had to spend a lot of money. Your expenses went up. Many of you also experienced some strange, weird, supernatural experiences, as well as some of you have had some sleepless nights. But now, with Jupiter's arrival in your 12th house, you are going to experience much relief. Many of you will find some good remedies to overcome the black magic spells cast upon you. Many of you may also get some good medical solutions, as well as now your long travel plans will also fructify, and you will be perfectly alright in the days to come. Jupiter's entry in your 12th house will give you some good spiritual experiences, but only after November 2023. The next trio signs that I would like to discuss is the signs of the waters. The watery signs are my all-time favorite. Somehow I just connect with watery signs of Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. And so now let's see how Jupiter in Aries will impact these three watery signs. Scorpio natives will find great support at their workplace. Jupiter's entry in your 6th house will bring good job opportunities. In case if you have been suffering due to certain chronic diseases, then this Jupiter transit will bring much relief and your health will improve. Black magic primarily comes from the closed doors of the sixth house. And so, when a positive planet like Jupiter is transiting in sixth house, then it is a sign that you will be protected and you will be able to defeat your secret enemies. Sixth house has many negative vibes. However, Lord Jupiter will simply suck in all the negativity of this house, and thus you will be healed and you will start feeling more optimistic and balanced in the days to come. Until November, Jupiter's energy will be focused in protecting you from negative people. However, after November 2023, the same Jupiter will start giving you many material rewards, and you are truly going to enjoy the time starting from November 2023 till May 2024. So stay tuned and keep smiling. When you smile, you look beautiful. Pisces is my all-time favorite moon sign, and Jupiter transiting in the second house is certainly a great positive news for all my fellows born with moon in Pisces. This is a perfect time to focus on your self-growth. You will take much interest in reading self-help books during this transit of Jupiter. Financial growth is promised, as well as you will also experience some good times with your family. In case you had any issues with your family, then now is the time, because now Jupiter is going to resolve all your family issues. And you are going to feel as if life is back on track. Overall, this is the most positive phase for Pisces. You don't need to fear Sadesati, because when the master comes, he comes with a master plan. So stay strong and focus on your self-growth. Cancer is the most complicated sign of all zodiac signs. You never know what these natives will do. They are unpredictable because they are very impulsive by nature. When you are born with the moon in Cancer, then either you become an emotional fool or you become an emotionally intelligent person. Much depends on the quality of your chart. Last 12 months you have been too much focused on your career growth. Sometimes the act of doing too much makes you an obsessed man. You become one-dimensional, and that is when the problems begin. Life is not one-dimensional. Life is multi-dimensional. But this realization will come when Jupiter will transit Aries. Jupiter's arrival in your 10th house will bring much needed awareness, and this awareness will help you to go steady, and you will learn the importance of being patient. Overall, things from the career front will now stabilize, and some of you may even experience phenomenal growth in your career. Promotion is possible during this transit of Jupiter, though you may have to wait until Rahu moves out of Aries in November 2023. The next trio signs that I would like to discuss is the signs of the fire, the fiery signs, Leo, Sagittarius and Aries. These signs are very much action oriented by nature. They love action. They are action packed heroes of real life. Mars, Jupiter, Ketu and Sun will jump first and think later. And the connection of Mars, Ketu, Jupiter and Sun with these three fiery signs needs no introduction. And so now I will discuss about the impact of Jupiter's transit in Aries. Leo is a sign of divine intelligence. Brilliance is the word when it comes to Leo. Rahu's presence in the ninth house tends to drive you more into the higher philosophies of life. You tend to become too much obsessed with certain ideologies, religious dogmas, and so on. Rahu is bad because Rahu has no brakes. Rahu is like a car without brakes, and so at some stage it is obvious that Rahu will crash. However, now when Jupiter enters Aries, slowly and steadily you tend to come back to your senses, and you will then find balance in your perspective. With Jupiter's arrival, long travels, relation with fatherly figures, as well as improvement in the matters of luck will happen. Some of you may even find your guru, although it is not necessary that every person finds his or her guru in the physical form. In fact, guru in non-physical form can do much for you than in physical form. Raman Maharshi used to say that the guru need not be in physical form. I have seen so many great enlightened beings who never had their guru in physical form. Weak people need some physical form so that they can smile, they can shake hands, they can touch the feet of the guru. But all of this is not of much use. What is of use is the level of your surrender and whether you follow Guru Vachan. Guru Vachan means the message and teachings of the Guru. Whether you walk the talk, at the end of the day, that is what matters when it comes to your spiritual journey. Leo natives will certainly feel much lucky from November 2023. In fact, the days from November to May 2024 will be the best days for many Leo men and women. Sagittarius sign is the darling of Lord Jupiter. The most favorite sign of Lord Jupiter is the sign of Sagittarius, and therefore the ancient seers have addressed Sagittarius as the Mool Trikon Rashi of Jupiter. The very nature of Jupiter is like that of a child. Have you seen a child? A child will be very sweet and also at times very aggressive, especially if you rub him in the wrong way. But in both states, his innocence remains, and this innocence brings much beauty to his existence. Jupiter is just like that. Swami Samartha or Sai Baba also would get angry and scold, but the very next moment you would find them smiling and laughing and in their own bliss. Innocence always is spontaneous and is always for the moment, in the moment. Jupiter's transit in your fifth house is a very auspicious sign. Studies, spiritual practices, creative works, and children, in all these areas of life, you will find support and positive outcomes. If you are preparing for competitive exams, then this phase is good to give a try. This is also a good time for stockbrokers. From November 2023 onwards, you will experience more growth in your career as well as you will strike gold in your creative pursuits. Overall, the coming year is a time to celebrate for many of you. So enjoy the moment while it lasts. Aries is a sign close to my heart because my father was born with moon in Aries. And he was a very straightforward man. Maybe that impacted his growth prospects, but that is how most of the Aries men are. They tend to have less or rather no diplomacy. Aries may not have the diplomacy, but their straightforwardness wins the hearts of many. Jupiter's arrival in Aries is the beginning of a new chapter for many of you. Every ending is a new beginning. And so now this new beginning comes with many hopes and wishes. However, to attain your wishes, first you have to work on yourself. Guru's transit in your moon sign Aries is therefore a wonderful development. The existence is now giving you all the support that you need to get the best version of you. Self-growth happens with ease when Jupiter connects with your natal moon. And so this is indeed a blessed time for many evolved souls born with moon in Aries sign. Although materially this period may not be too good, but spiritually this transit brings much blessings and support so that you evolve and mature to new heights of awareness. From November onwards, you will experience much faster improvement in yourself, and this improvement will then bring many rewards in your life. When Jupiter transits the sign of Taurus in May 2024. The last three signs are the Aries signs of Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. Aries signs always travel in business class, meaning these are hi-fi rashis. Intellectuality is at its peak, and natives of these signs are just like those flying birds. They are constantly on the move, and this movement is more on the mind level. They need constant stimulation to their brain, and they love to imagine. Reminds me of that Barbie song, "Imagination is your creation," something like that. A very famous American song. I must be in my teens when I had heard this song for the very first time. So now I will discuss about the impact of Jupiter transit on these three Aries signs. Libra is the most balanced sign of all zodiac signs. In fact, a native having Libra moon sign or Libra ascendant is indeed a much balanced and evolved person, especially if his chart has a certain quality to it. Jupiter's transit in Aries is a promising sign in the matters of marriage and relationship. Any fights or disputes with your partner will now find a resolution, and after November 2023, you will be enjoying your time with your partner. Businessmen will definitely see much better profit margins, especially after November 2023. Those seeking a marriage partner will find a good marriage partner, and finally you will be happily married. Overall, Jupiter's entry in the 7th house naturally brings much balance and also support in your life. You will no longer feel dejected. Rather, you will see much progress in your life, and that will bring a sweet smile on your face. Gemini is a highly expressive zodiac sign. These natives love to express their feelings. They love to share their thoughts, and maybe that is why you will find great speakers as well as many gossipers belonging to this zodiac sign. Many great works of intellectualism and innovations happen through the natives belonging to this zodiac. Now, as Jupiter enters Aries, the season of enjoying the fruits of your hard labor begins. The coming 1 year is going to be a great time, and many of your wishes will come true, especially if you are running through a positive Mahadasha. Saturn is in your ninth house, and Jupiter is now in your 11th house. And so it is a perfect recipe that you will enjoy in the days to come. When gains happen, you tend to feel good about everything in life. Jupiter is coming to bring much gains in your life. And so this is a promising period for many freshers who are looking for a job, as well as it's a great period for working professionals as well as businessmen. In fact, most of the positive results of this transit will be seen after November 2023, when Rahu will exit from Aries sign. Aquarius is the epitome of modernism and unconventional ways and thoughts. It's a very modern sign that wants to bring many innovative ideas and social changes in the society. Many progressive people come from the abode of Aquarius sign. Along with Saturn, Rahu and Uranus also rules over Aquarius. Uranus is the father of modern age, and Rahu loves to do all those things that goes against the traditions and customs of the society. So the combination of Uranus, Rahu and Saturn makes Aquarius a very unique zodiac that only few could understand and relate with. In plain words, Aquarius is humanist, liberal and progressive thinkers who lead the new generation of our planet. Jupiter in Aries gives power to your communicative abilities, and you will also become very busy in the days to come. This is a time when you will enjoy many short trips, as well as you will also be able to implement your ideas that leads to new creations. Support from siblings will grow, and you will also benefit during this transit. Overall, after November 2023, you will experience growth in your career. Stay blessed and just be yourself. Overall, the transit of Jupiter in Aries is going to be a great support for those who are suffering at the hands of Rahu, as well as for those who are suffering due to Shani Sadesati. Always remember, along with transit, your personal chart's Mahadasha and Antardasha also plays a major role in providing the final outcome. In Pisces, Jupiter is cool and calm, while in Aries, Jupiter is highly motivating. And so this transit of Jupiter in Aries will bring a lot of motivation for those men and women who are about to give up. Always remember, the moment you are ready to quit is usually the moment right before a miracle happens. So never give up. Magic is man-made, miracle is God-made. A real master will never do any miracles, because doing miracles is also a trap. When powers start happening in your spiritual growth, the greatest courage is needed not to show them. It is said of a disciple of Rinzai, a Zen master, that some other religious master's disciple was talking to him, and the other master's disciple said, "Our master is a man of miracles. He can do anything he wants. I have seen many miracles he has been doing. I have witnessed them myself. What is the great thing about your master? What miracles can he do?" And the disciple of Rinzai said, "The greatest miracle that my master can do is not to do miracles. Meditate on it. The greatest miracle my master can do is not to do miracles. When miraculous powers start happening, only the weaklings will do them. The stronger one will not do them, because he knows that now this is another trap. Again the world is trying to pull him back. This is the last trap. If you can avoid psychic energies, silently witnessing, if you can pass them by without being entangled by them, without being imprisoned by them, only then do you arrive home. Many seekers on the spiritual path get lost in the powers and siddhis. Only 1 in a million is wise enough to not to get caught in this last trap, and he is the chosen one. He is Jesus, he is Buddha, he is Mahavira, and he is indeed on the path towards liberation, towards that ultimate consciousness called God. You all stay blessed and remember to meditate on God's name. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Jai Sri Ganesha. Jai Guru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.